Well, no way. Look who showed up. I've been wondering about this guy. Let's go to the province of Shredmonton. Tyler in Edmonton is here. Tyler, what's going on, man? How are you? Tyler.
Romy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now. What's up?
What's up, man? Well, I have a question to start off, given the new rules. I'm curious, if you put an end to the wrestling smack, does that mean that Matt Vancouver is no longer invited to the smack off? Because with those new rules, his content is about as worthless as a barrel of oil, man. And anyway, dude, I don't really want to poke fun at the coronavirus necessarily, but I do have some concerns over how some of these companies are choosing to handle their brand and advertising during the lockdown. And you're going to see a lot of this tonight during the draft, man. So let me give you an example. Does anyone anywhere actually think that car dealerships care about anything other than making a sale? Dude, these guys are literally recycling the exact same promos from 3 months ago and reoffering them to people as charity today. I'm going to give you an idea on how dumb these guys sound. We here at Shredmonton Motors care about your safety. And during these trying times where you're behind on your payments and in a mountain of debt because we've reconsolidated your truck 6 times, we want you to know that we have a special offer just for you because we care. So if you come in today and buy a new vehicle from us, we'll waive the first 3 payments because we here at Shredmonton Motors care about your financial well-being. It doesn't matter if your weight is higher than your credit score, we'll get you approved because you guessed it, we care. Anyway, Rome, I just want you to know that I'll be around to pour gasoline all over the party leading up to the smack off because that's what I do. And I know some of these new guys like Reggie and the OC are a little intimidated by the hype train and will probably go back to just being a Twitter egg. And I also know guys like Benny, Mark in Boston, and Leff are too busy group texting each other about how much they hate their kids. So I'm going to do my part, man. I'll be seeing you around, and I want you to rock the hell out of this call. I'm out.
My man, you might want me to, but it's not going to happen. Tyler finally showing up. All right, so the Smack Off is coming up on June 19th. You need an invite. How do you get an invite? If you've won the event, you have an automatic invite. You're exempt. Understand this about the invite. I can't be any more clear about this than I'm about to be right now. Just having an invite does not guarantee you get on the air. It guarantees that you're allowed to call the day of and even get on hold. But having an invite does not guarantee anything at all other than that. We have more qualified people than we have slots. The field has never been deeper. It's never been better. But you need an invite to be a part of it. So again, how do you get the invite? Either by winning the event or being good enough to already be invited, or you can get the outside golden ticket. 1-800-636-8686. How do you get a golden ticket? By being really good, really different. You can get it with 1 call. It might take 2 calls. It might take 5 calls. It might be 8 calls. Like the win itself, I'll know it when I hear it. Like if you're Jeff in Southfield, as an example, and you make the first call that he made to the program, you're getting a golden ticket if you're that good. But most of you are not that good. Most of you could never, ever get a golden ticket on 1 call. Tyler has been there before. He wasn't talking about being there again. He was talking about what he's going to do in the run-up to the event. Next hour, you want to get in quickly because next hour I've got 2 interviews, Gary Vaynerchuk and Daniel Jeremiah. Then the big head, James Kelly, the flight deck. He has not been on in quite some time. We've been social distancing, so he has not been coming in studio that one day out of the week when he comes in studio. But because we've had nothing to bet on, I haven't really missed him at all. Now we do. A series of prop bets for the NFL draft this weekend. He will join me in the 3rd hour. I want to talk more about Michael Jordan. No sooner than I saw the documentary The Last Dance, and I saw him rocking that glass, I was dying to know, man, what's he got in that glass? I can't believe Mike sat down for this doc. I can't believe that Mike greenlit the doc because remember, Mike had total control. When they shot that video during the 96-97 season, the deal that the NBA had with Michael Jordan was they could never release that video, that footage, without him signing off on it. And he never did until now. So 1, I'm shocked that he signed off on it. 2, I'm shocked that he sat down for updated interviews for it. And 3, I shouldn't be, but I was shocked initially when I saw him sit down with a glass full of something. And that was a man's pour now. That was a man's pour. So immediately, I start to wonder, man, what's he got in that glass? Is that Macallan? Like, what is the GOAT rocking? And what a baller move to be pulling from a glass like that during a sit-down interview. Now we know. Not only do we know what's in the glass, we know what kind of glass that is. Tyler getting some reaction and none of it good. Quickly, like we operate in real time here, right? Already reaction to a phone call I took 30 seconds ago. Jeremy no longer in PDX tweets. Oh, God. Tyler in Edmonton bleeping the bed on the phone. End it now. Hitman Canadian tweets. Tyler lives. War Tyler in Edmonton bouncing back from last year's smack off to win with a photo of Brad in Corona in a beaver pellet. War Team Canada. If he's going to win, if he's going to beat Brad, he's going to have to do a hell of a lot better than that. Hell, that call won't even get him in the field. Jeff in SoCal. Quote, that was a bad call. Do better, Tyler. Now, they even brought Jim Benton out. Benton, the original webmaster to this program. Benton. Quote, Tyler is so spot on about those car dealerships trying to act like they care. I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the quality of the call. D-Rod in the 925. I couldn't understand what Tyler was talking about. Yellow Weasel tweets, Tyler's brand has crashed more than the Dow Jones this year. When Rome doesn't rack you, then says there are more talented callers than slots for the smack off, let's just say enjoy sitting on hold for 3 hours in June. I got to tell you again, he's not guaranteed to even get the invite off that call. Here's something else about this. In terms of the invite, just being invited previously does not guarantee an invite again. You know, unless you're like a perennial top 3, a perennial top 5, you have to re-earn that also. So, for instance, like Tyler. I like Tyler a lot. Tyler's made a lot of good calls. But if you're Tyler and you make a smack-off call that goes really badly, and then you disappear for a long time, you got to re-earn that spot. And then if you disappear for a long time and then you come back and you make that call, you really have to re-earn that spot. I mean, not that Tyler is Gronk, because Gronk is the GOAT, but that'd be like Gronk taking off for 15 months and then coming back and just putting the ball on the ground over and over again. If you're going to come back after all that time, you got to show up a certain way. Al tweets, Tyler should have stayed in hibernation. That was weak even for a Canadian. Wells in the 360 tweets, Team Canada shouldn't even get on the air and smack off 26. They're getting worse with every call. Hey, Rome, Tyler in Edmonton's tone and delivery is so full of energy. It's ironic that he mentioned sex because he is the equivalent of me, signed the missionary position. John in Huntington Beach, what did I say about sex for smack-off calls? Stay tuned.